Starting June 1st at venues in the Caribbean and the US of A is the 9th edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Following early ticket sales, online box offices are finally open in the region from today. And joining us on the Now Morning Show virtually to chat about this and more is PR and Communications Manager for the World Cup, Damon Leon. Mr. Leon, good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Hi, good morning, and happy to be here, and a pleasant day to all the viewers.
Damon, apologies on that mispronunciation initially, but excitement is in me because we saw people go crazy when tickets dropped. So I know the atmosphere, the general vibe must be shared with excitement. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, from the date that tickets initially went on sale, which actually goes back to February, there was an application process at the start, and we received over 3 million applications for tickets from around the world back then. So the excitement has been building throughout. As you rightfully said, we're 30 days out from the tournament, and today is a landmark day for us on many fronts.
Now, as much as the applications were in such large numbers, I'm pretty sure we're not looking at those sorts of numbers actually being created because we only have so much we can accommodate. So tell me more about acquiring those tickets for those who may not have done so just yet.
Sure. So, I mean, for fans across Trinidad and Tobago who are interested in getting tickets for the World Cup, there are a few options. First off, you can purchase them online at tickets.t20worldcup.com. That's often been the preferred route for many purchasers, particularly those overseas. But starting today from 10 a.m., we're actually going to have physical box offices opened at both the Queen's Park Oval on Tragate Road and at the National Cricket Centre in Couva. So fans who do prefer just to get their tickets over the counter, that's an option that's now available to them starting today throughout the tournament. And the hours that they'll be open will be from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Sounds good. I cannot imagine what is going to happen at those physical box offices, but online is always a great option. So glad that they are fully functional and up and running. But let's talk a little bit about the tournament itself, because when we talk about cricket, the multifaceted game that brings us together, there are different versions, there are different things we can expect, and let's not pretend that the men's T20 cricket has high expectations this year around. So set the tone for us a little bit, Mr. Leon, as to what we can expect for 2024's World Cup.
Just to put it mildly, I mean, this is actually an historic World Cup from the ICC's perspective, because for the first time, there's going to be a record 20 teams from around the world competing in the tournament across the West Indies and USA. And that's going to span over 55 matches from the 1st to the 29th of June. So I think what a lot of the fans have been gravitating to is that we all know that the Caribbean and the West Indies, we all bring a certain vibe to any atmosphere that we're involved in. And we have been promoting this as being the biggest carnival of cricket ever. So fans have sort of gravitated towards this. They know what we bring to any event that we're involved in, and what makes that part of it even better, people are going to see today, is that today we're actually launching the official tournament song, the anthem for the World Cup, which is actually a collaboration between our very own Kez and Sean Paul. That actually goes live on ICC channels at 8 a.m. this morning, as well as the music video. So I think fans, once they'll actually now start to get a visual representation of what actually is going to be taking place during the World Cup. And from all of the people that have been reaching out to us from around the world, people are just excited and looking forward to it.
I can imagine. Now, the added element, if you will, of the US's involvement is a number of eyes at the very least, but also different exposure to our culture that I'm sure you guys are looking forward to. But you mentioned a key component. You described this as the carnival of cricket, and I mean, that atmosphere is maintained with certain stands. So let's talk a little bit about the party stands and the boxes that will be, the hospitality boxes, that is, that will be a quintessential part of the cricket experience, at least here especially.
Yeah, no, across the West Indies and in the party stands, we simply could not have a World Cup event of this nature and not have party stands. So fans who want to go visit the party stands or make that a part of the experience, they can actually purchase those tickets and other categories at the box offices. And people can expect what we've come to know and and respect as part of our Trinidad culture, just playing a massive part of anything that's happening in terms of a party stand. So you're going to get the music, you're going to get the entertainment, you're going to get cultural aspects coming across, and that just goes straight through for all the Caribbean destinations. And it's simply going to be something that's out of this world. So we encourage fans, if that's if that's the stand you want to be in, we're not going to disappoint. There's going to be a lot to see, do, hear, and experience.
Fantastic. And one of the parts of the fan experience that I particularly enjoy is that the trophy is actually touring the region right now. And I'm wondering, when is it coming to Trinidad? And more importantly, the Now Morning Show?
Well, trust me, it's not going to be an issue to have it on the morning show. We are working on that at the moment with some other stakeholders. But the trophy actually started off in New York last month in March, where we had Chris Gayle and Ali Khan from the USA lighting up the Empire State Building with the trophy. It came across to the West Indies earlier in April. It's been to Barbados so far, Antigua and Barbuda and St. Lucia, and there was some massive engagements there with fans, with the U.S. Embassy, etc. in Barbados. The trophy is actually going to be in Trinidad on the 18th of May. The local organizing committee is putting together something really spectacular at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. And I'm sure at the appropriate time, we'll make a formal announcement on what fans can expect, and we encourage them to come out on that day. And we'll provide more information on that closer to the date.
We will certainly look out for it. Very apt that it's heading to the Brian Lara Stadium. And coincidentally, I think today is his birthday. So interestingly enough, we have a lot to celebrate. But making sure that persons support not just the West Indian games, but all of the games in the tournament. Please remind us of how we can get those tickets one more time.
Sure. So fans, as I said, there are options. If you prefer to purchase your tickets in person at the box office, you can do so. You have two locations in Trinidad, which is the Queen's Park Oval and the National Cricket Centre in Couva. And if your preference is to get them online, simply for ease of access, having to not get involved in traffic, etc., simply head across to tickets.t20worldcup.com. There you'll be able to see the various seating categories. You'll have a clickable image where you can see where those are located in the stand, and you can simply make your purchase from there. Important note, fans can purchase up to 6 tickets for every available match.
I'm glad you put in that important note. I was genuinely about to ask, because we know people are going with their crews and getting there early, so the more the merrier, but 6 at maximum per person.
Yes, that's correct. And that's simply to avoid anyone hoarding tickets, and it's to give everyone an equitable opportunity to get access to matches that they want to see.
Right. In that case, Damon, anything else you wanted to add as we get ready to go out of this world?
I think just a reminder for all, not just pure cricket fans across the region and Trinidad, but even for those who just love the entire vibe and entertainment that comes with cricket, that we are not likely in the region to see a World Cup event of this nature in the West Indies, probably for at least another decade or two. So, because it's simply ICC manages is responsible for over 100 countries. So we have it at this point in time. So we may not get a chance again in the near future. So just a call out to everyone, just to be part of what is truly going to be a memorable World Cup experience. And we hope to see everyone there. West Indies' first game at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy is on Wednesday, 12th of June against New Zealand, and that's going to be a big one.
It will be a big one, so best of luck. And thank you ever so much for joining us this morning to give us that exciting update. See you on the pitch, I guess.
Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you there.
Damon Leon, the head of PR and communications for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024, joining us to give us some really worthwhile insight and remind you guys that it's 6 tickets per person. Yeah.